What is up YouTube? Nyks here, back from the dead, with another video. And yeah, never thought I'd be covering this one again. It's Bliss Online, boys. So I woke up this morning and what do you know, I was on my news websites, WCCF Tech and all that jazz, and I see a little post talking about a new game that's being developed, and that is Bliss Unleashed. Just a moment of silence there, because really, really, for the 5th time? Anyway, I looked into it. So Bliss Unleashed is another release of Bliss Online, but this time it's for the consoles. The interesting thing about this is, you know, reading through all the articles and stuff, it's being run on Unreal Engine 4, and that to me is a very, very good sign. On top of that, Bandai Namco is going to be the publisher for this. That again is a pretty damn good sign, because a lot of people know that Bandai Namco is a really, really big publisher, and they won't let people slack in development. And that's a big hint that the NeoWiz team, or whoever's working on it, I think it's in like another team called like Round 8 Studios, is going to be kept in line. Now, is this going to be a direct port from the PC version? From what I've read, no. So the studio is going to build Bliss Unleashed, or the new version of Bliss for the consoles, from the ground up. So all the new assets and everything else will be made from scratch. And this is really necessary, because there's no freaking way anyone's gonna want to play the shitty version that we got for the Steam release. With that being said, I think the development of this is gonna progress pretty damn quickly, considering the fact that, well, you already have the game assets and you don't really need new artwork, since you can just base the game's world on the existing one. And that kind of just makes a lot of sense to me anyway. Like, you already have it there, you're just remodeling it, putting it into a new engine, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I do expect this game to be running flawlessly, knowing how good Unreal Engine 4 is when it comes to performance anyway. I probably sound like really bad, but yeah, I just have the flu, and yeah man, it's just catching up with me. Anyway, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is like, what's the future for Bliss's current state, the Steam versions anyway. I think for the most part it is gonna die out, and I think it should actually die out, considering the fact that they aren't even fixing the performance issues that have like plagued the game since day one. Like, when I say day one, I mean like first CBT in Korea. So yeah, hopefully it dies out, man. Like, I'm really hoping that they can kill that game and just move on to Bliss Unleashed, quote unquote, with much better performance. So the people on the Steam community page have put out a Q&A talking about Bliss Unleashed, and yeah, you can have a read through that. I'll link it in the description below. More information will be given on PAX West, and I think that's slated to be on August 31st. So yeah, if you're looking for more information on this, which, you know, I'll be making videos on, so you can stay tuned for that. Personally, am I hyped for this? Not really. I've really just been cautious when it comes to like Bliss Online. I know that the game itself isn't bad, like the core game is not bad, and this goes with a lot of MMOs. Like, Arcade wasn't inherently bad, it was the developers who effed it up, / publishers. With Bliss Online, the game itself, the core game, if you just take away the optimization issues, it had a pretty good understanding of what type of player base it was trying to hit. You know, you're going for that hardcore PvE and PvP players, and I mean, it delivered on that end if it wasn't plagued with really, really bad lag and performance issues. from the get-go. So I have faith in the game, but not in the developers. And yeah, hopefully this new studio called like Round 8 Studios, I don't know, one of the articles mentioned this, is that Round 8 Studios is actually like a studio within NeoWiz. But hopefully they're the studio that actually gives a shit about the game, because honestly, whoever published the game or made sure that the development was on track for the Steam release did a dogshit job. They should probably be fired for the most part. And probably wasn't even one person, but you know, it is what it is. My feelings right now are kind of mixed when it comes to this whole Unleashed thing. We're just gonna have to see how it goes. The other thing that I found interesting about these articles is, and I'll probably show one on screen right now, is the fact that they say that Bliss Online, or Bliss Unleashed rather, powered by Unreal Engine 4 is due next year on Xbox One first. So that first part's really important to me because I am a PC player, so you know, having the game on console doesn't really mean anything because I won't be able to play it. So this whole Xbox thing first just goes to show that they may actually port it over to other consoles and maybe even PC. The reason why I'm kind of sure that they are going to port it to PC is simply because of the fact that it is Namco Bandai who are publishing this. And they, for the most part, for like a lot of their games, have published on console first, then on PC, regardless of any of the games. I'm just thinking there's going to be like an Xbox One exclusive for a minute, and then everyone else is going to get it. Plus it's Xbox, so it's already under Microsoft, so shouldn't be too hard to port over. Along with that, it's kind of going to be better if they do it that way, because for the first time in history, PC players aren't going to be the freaking beta testers for a game. The console players do all the beta testing, and we get the final and hopefully polished game that we'd always wanted. It's kind of a slap in the face to the people that bought into the whole early access, because it's like someone buying like Battle for Azeroth, right? And then Blizzard announcing like WoW 2 is gonna come out next year. Like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Like, it doesn't work out like that, man. So it's kind of shitty, but I think I got my money's worth out of the early access anyway. And yeah, generally speaking, I hope it actually goes well, because I really like the feel of Bliss, like the whole look of it, and emulating that on Unreal Engine 4 is probably the best thing that they can do. So, on the fence about it, kind of hoping that they do well. And yeah, that's all the Bliss news, quote unquote, that's happened in the past 24 hours. I will be making more videos on this if there's new information that's come out. Probably during PAX West, a lot of stuff is going to be released and revealed. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, apart from that, I wasn't even really planning on making like a Bliss video today. Originally, my plan was to put out a general impressions of Battle for Azeroth, because holy shit, have I been enjoying that. Yeah, I'll probably put out that video like in a couple of days or something after I've recorded it and stuff, because man, like that new expansion, dude, it's really made me appreciate World of Warcraft like so much more, especially with the new war mode. It's just insanely fun to just kill people in the open world. And yeah, expect a video on that sometime this week. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. As always, like if you liked the video, dislike if you didn't like it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this whole Bliss situation. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you soon. Peace.